always cheat on your man with a man who got more than your man.
Your one first. Cheat first.
Well, Megan's gorgeous and he could cheat on her, then are any of us safe?
Thompson, celebrities you don't even know are going so far that women are actually stating that they're willing to cheat on their partners.
Women are now questioning their own relationship because they think that Megan Thee Stallion is like an ideal woman. Look at this. Attention all hot girls. We will all be cheating on our men tonight for Meg.
Everybody start cheating on her man now!
Relationships. I hate to break it down to you guys, but your man is gonna cheat on you. All men cheat, okay? They all do. So just get your best cheater. But if you know that or you don't know that, well, you're gonna find out. So my best advice to the ones that are in relationship, get your one first. Cheat first. I don't give a damn if it's the beginning of the relationship. Get your one in first. As soon as you get your one in first, whatever he do after, it really don't matter because you got your cheating in. Or he even try to do anything to try to humble you. Wow. Like, okay, I did and I did what I did. So yeah.
Somebody that's better than your man. All right, you hear me right. Let me say it again for the ones in the back. Always cheat on your man with a man who got more than your man. If you don't, you dumb. And let me explain why. Because when your man cheat on you, you got to be ready to cheat back. We don't do that. I forgive you, and I'm still cheating back. And we both going to lay in this bed together after we done went cheated. Because you ain't going nowhere because you shouldn't never cheated. And if you ain't want me to cheat, you shouldn't never cheated. That's how it works. Now, see, if your man ain't got no house, no job, no car, well, first of all, you shouldn't be messing with him anyway. But just in case you do, you make sure that your next dude at least got a car. Okay? My mama always told me, don't ever downgrade, always upgrade with anything in life. Wow. Okay? I live by that. Okay? So just know, always, like let's say your dude got a house, a job, a car, know how much he make a year. You got to know how much he make a year because you're going to go cheat on somebody that got more than him. So you can be like, I got money, but he make. And then now it's like, she done went got a nigga that make more than me. That's what you got to do.
Star, and I guess women have just launched a cheat first campaign after the Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson situation and him cheating. And look at this. Attention all hot girls. We will all be cheating on our men tonight for Meg.
Can't make this
shit. Even when you lead a man to water, he still won't drink. Cheat first.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe this. And if you think this is a joke, look, there's more of them. Look at them. They're really changing their morals over this. Megan got cheated on, so now I'm gonna go cheat on my man. Yeah, girl, that'll show him. Clock it. Like, come on. If you just want to go do some bop then go do that. You don't got to use them as an excuse. They don't even know who you are. No. I have never parasocially saw a celebrity get cheated on and then be like, well, I might as well go cheat on my girl. Like, what? On top of that, since when did Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson become relationship goals? When? Uncle Phil and Aunt Vivian. That's a relationship goal. Women are now questioning their own relationship because they think that Megan Thee Stallion is like an ideal woman, and if she can't find love, they can't. But as y'all friend, as a man, y'all gotta understand that this dynamic is different than yours. Klay Thompson is an NBA all-star. A lot of these guys, egos through the roof. And y'all don't realize that a lot of these men don't care how much money a girl has, how much status she has, how good of a woman she is. Megan is beautiful, but Klay Thompson has beautiful bad women coming out of his faucet, just as bad as Megan. So Klay being like this isn't really surprising to some of us. I could almost argue that any father watching this video right now would tell their own daughter, hey, I wouldn't advise that you date the captain of the football team. Because as men, we know how they can be. Just because a celebrity cheats doesn't mean that my woman's going to cheat or that I need to cheat on them. That's just weird.
Now, the fact this is going around, it's expected, right? Because I reacted to a video about Megan and Klay the other day, and I understand why he cheated on her, right? The same thing this man said. The man can get anybody he wants, but you know what's happening? The fact that ladies are parasocially cheating because of it is nuts. Like a lot of you, your man catch you cheating, he's leaving. Think about this. Men aren't staying around nowadays. Some men are, but I wouldn't.
But I would have rather been cheated on than Megan Thee Stallion be cheated on, because I would have taken that for her than for her to deal with that on.
Sometimes I can't even believe what I hear on the internet, because that's got to be one of the worst takes I've heard. That is worst take of the decade, because you know how parasocial you got to be to make a video like that and post it? I hate to break it to her, but Megan Thee Stallion does not know you, all right? Why are you saying, oh, I'd rather get my heart broken than Megan Thee Stallion? She doesn't know you. I feel like this is such a big issue that it's like kind of becoming normalized. It's that people are becoming way too parasocial. With how much social media there is with their favorite celebrity or their favorite influencer, people genuinely think they know them. Like, I remember seeing this one video of this like Taylor Swift fan, and she tracked out her day hour by hour, figuring out what Taylor was doing, where she was at, who she was with, and she did it like every single day, and it was one of the most parasocial things I've seen. You see it on a micro level when it comes to like social media comment sections, you know, whether it's like an influencer or like content creator, a lot of people in the comments will try and speak on behalf of the content creators if they know what they're thinking. And it's scary that people have that mindset to where they feel like they personally know the person that they're looking at online, the celebrity, when they don't know you. And like there's a difference between being a fan and appreciating what they do versus like actually believing that you are their best friend.
Yeah, but you know, ladies, they do that with everything. Like they'll watch Love and Hip Hop and think they're in a Love and Hip Hop show. You know, and a lot of guys.
This is going to sound very parasocial.
And being with females that watch those shows, they want to live that life. So if you're boring to them, they'll find someone that scratches that itch of drama and conflict. And look what's going on now. Drama and conflict. And the fact that they're upset about this is confusing to me, right? Because me at my age, I'm thinking, she's not you. If a lot of you were with Klay Thompson, you would accept it. What do most ladies say? I got a man that's rich. I'm going to let him do what he wants to. And you see black females saying the same thing as white females, or not just saying it, actually doing the same thing as white females. And then this is happening, but it's expected though.
Please touch grass. I feared that he may have ate. Why did I see this girl said I would have rather been cheated on than Meg Thee Stallion? Girl! You guys, it is getting very parasocial, and I'm saying this as a Megan fan. Like, I'm telling you, she's gonna be fine. It's going to be fine. I've never heard those words be put together. Like, you would have rather been cheated on and do it. Like, again, this is a young woman that has gone through crazy things. I get it, and I understand being empathetic, but that is not empathetic, honey. That's just a little weird. It's just a little weird. And then when she said it, she knew it was parasocial, and she was just like, I'm just, you know, I don't know, honey. We got to get out of this line between twerking substitute teachers and this crazy ass, nasty ass meme that y'all are putting with it. It's just horrible, horrible. But I do want to remind you that you don't know these people, and it shouldn't like consume you. I like her. It's okay if you like her, but like, it's a breakup. It's a breakup, and it's heartbreaking. But she is a very strong woman. She's going to get through this, and it's better that it didn't get any further than what it is now. Like, we need to make sure we're okay.
Everybody start cheating on her man now. Everybody cheat on her man right now.
Klay, you see what the you did? God damn.
The fact this young guy I'm sure he was joking, but I wouldn't even made a meme like that or a TikTok like that, saying, "Klay, see what the f you did." Like, so what? Everybody has to get over this. But this right here is just another, as the lady said, a glitch in the timeline. Next week, it'll be back to watching the same shows and doing the same thing. And what'll happen? Megan to get back to dating another guy and messing with somebody else. Because everybody seems to forget she's did the same thing to men constantly. Every man she's been dating. But let's continue.
War between men and women because Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson, celebrities you don't even know, are going so far that women are actually stating that they're willing to cheat on their partners. Why? Because Megan Thee Stallion decided not to have an adult conversation in the beginning to realize if they were truly in a monogamous relationship. Same Megan Thee Stallion who's accusing Klay Thompson did the same thing to her other boyfriend well in the past. Issue is that Megan Thee Stallion thought that Klay Thompson was a Russell Wilson, and he's not. Good guys tend to be the biggest players because women always put their guards down. Now you know.
Stallions breakup, I want to talk a little bit about this notion that I've seen over and over again on this app. It's this idea that, well, Megan's gorgeous and he could cheat on her, then are any of us safe? My name is Dr. Allie, and I'm your not so friendly neighborhood life coach who got all of the degrees so you don't have to. And let's talk a little bit about beauty and dating. I will accept zero Megan Thee Stallion slander on this video. She is a baddie. End of story. People who cheat suck because as people in relationships, we hold and care for our partner's heart. And if you don't care for your partner's heart, I don't know what to say to you. But when it comes to beauty, I think there's a misconception that beautiful people are somehow treated better over the course of a relationship. And there's not a ton of evidence for that. Being considered beautiful within your society, and I like to say it that way because I don't want to create this notion that like there is one thing that is beautiful and that is always beautiful, but beauty is dependent upon the society that you find yourself in. So people who are considered beautiful within their society have more like a higher likelihood to get a partner. They get more attention. More people will come up to them when they go out. People may treat them better. But in the long run, that doesn't necessarily mean that they will be in more loving long-term relationships. There's a study out of Harvard that even shows that people who are more physically attractive tend to have shorter term relationships and even higher rates of divorce. And this is because of these kind of like unconscious assumptions that like, if you're super hot, you might be for them streets. And we know that might not be true, but this is some of the assumptions that people make. And a lot of times these assumptions are unconscious if we don't take the time to delve into them. So being attractive may give you a lot of benefits in a particular society, but it doesn't necessarily give you that one. People will still cheat. Long-term relationships may not be guaranteed, but they may get more initial attention and more short-term relationships. I hope this was helpful. And to Megan, baby girl, we love you. Do not listen to these haters. These guys are just mad out here. Hurt people hurt people.
Everybody go cheat on your man because Meg got cheated on. And it's okay for India to cheat because it's India. Yeah, we need to talk about that. My brother was saying how at this point it's not even good and evil. Everybody's making it man versus woman. And I'm like, is he right? Is he right? Because it doesn't make sense that obviously Meg, the guy, I don't even know his name, he was wrong for cheating on Meg, yeah. But how is Dammy wrong for getting cheated on? You know what I mean? There's a double standard somewhere here. And I think we need to find it. I don't know. There's grey area. I don't understand what the message is. So in one scenario, it's wrong to get cheated on. So cheat on your man because she got cheated on. And another sentence is she was right to cheat on him because she deserves better. Can we just love our partners, maybe? Can we just not accept cheating in any circumstance, maybe? I don't know.
We've just gotten to a point where it's like, why, when you think about it, like, why do people get so involved in people's lives on social media? You know, and what happens is we all are wired for social connection, community, but with these platforms, right? Usually they find a sense of belonging that may be lacking in their physical environment. That's what happens because you're watching her, you're listening to her music, you feel like you're one with her. That's even happened with me back in the days where I watch certain artists and I feel like I'm one with them. I hear them talk about the things they're doing, and I've actually done the things they were doing when I was younger, or worse. Right? I grew up listening to Biggie, Pop, and I've done things like those guys. I grew up listening to Mobb Deep, and I don't want to go deep into it, but yeah, I was once a hood rat. I'll be honest. I was once, the worst kind of guys. But this happens. It stems from psychological and chemical drivers, like the parasocial relationships that happen with people, or just from that emotional bond with the influencer. You feel like because you can relate to them that you're living their life. But what happens is you get that dopamine, but then it disappears. So then you search for the dopamine from something else. And what happens is you keep chasing that dopamine. Maybe it'll be from a song from the person, or you get bored, you jump into the next thing. And that's what's happened nowadays, right? People are constantly bored. We need one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. And you feel like when you get that from somebody, you're living life. But you know what happened? Say if a lot of these ladies had no music, had no television, they'd be in shambles, right? Because I'll tell you an example. Like I get in grab sometimes, and my wife would say, "Can you turn down the music?" And we had a couple of grab drivers said, "I can't turn off the music because I don't like to hear music when I'm riding in the car because I don't like to let that dictate my life, right?" But so many people can't turn off the music. So many people can't turn off the television, but that's just the life we're living in. And that's the life a lot of people are fall victim to. And it's sad, but that's exactly what's happening.
On him, and then he released unedited photos of her from their vacation trip. He said, "Girl, since you cheated back after you forgave me, I have no choice but to show everybody your raw, unedited pictures from California. Meg
Wow.
gonna get a lot of y'all exposed, Team Clay." I don't know what it's got to do with Meg, but I mean,
Team
everybody's
Clay?
Team Meg, Team Clay, but we're gonna get into it. Okay, this is with
Dang.
no overlay. To the right here, that is like her edited, when he put out edits and everything. And to the left, that's really her. Now, he exposed her because she cheated back. So he cheated first, she cheated back. Now, let me show y'all what everybody's saying in the comments. Checkmate. Some people say he checkmated her. Some people say he won. They both played dirty games, and he won. But then, a lot of people agree with this. He was hitting that unedited version, though. Right? But at the same time, she must have been unhappy with her body, not him, right? So I guess he was showing everybody who she really is, right? So here we is another commentator. He said he posted this because he's still butthurt. She probably did it way worse than he did. Now, we ain't got no proof of that. When people start adding imaginary stuff into the story, that's how it start going left. But what y'all think, man? He said he did it for Team Clay. He said he is Team Klay Thompson. And a lot of people think he checkmated her. Who do y'all think won, the man or the woman? This is AG with Hype and TBG Media. I'm out.
I'll keep it simple. All of them lost. All of the men and the woman saying, "I'm team this, I'm team that," lost. I understand what he did. I understand what type of person she is, right? But I could care less. And people got to let it go.
Could be. And you know what? Let's say for argument's sake, it's not. Because you're right. I don't know Meg. I don't know Clay. I don't know none of these people that I be talking about. Well, most of them. I don't know them. Just like y'all don't know none of the teams or the team members that y'all be rooting for, but be pissed off when they lose. Sorry. And if you do know them personally, doggone it, be mad. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a different caliber of friend, because when my friends are mad about something, if they got a tough loss, we ride at dawn. That's the kind of friend that I am. Okay, I'm catching a flight, and somebody catching these hands. God forbid a girl have some empathy. God forbid a girl is just empathizing with another girl who has had her heart broken. It's publicly at that. Because, gross. Also, speaking of gross, what if we just made cheating weird again? Like, what if? Stay with me now. Man, woman, I don't care who it is. What if
we made cheating weird? What if we saw somebody cheating and we were just all collectively, ew, yeah, gross, yuck, nasty,
You need to leave.
You know, like what if we
Not
did
gonna
that?
work for men.
Like, and I'm talking about, like, when I say everybody,
Or
if
woman.
your homegirl cheating, if your homeboy cheating, if the bird in the tree is cheating, you blue feather and you over here with this red feather.
You red feather, short beak having dodo head nest wrecker.
We need to have that kind of energy. I'm cutting off your branch. Now you homeless. Cause why you cheating? We need to start bucking at people who get the girl who be bucking. We need to start bucking at people who cheating. That's not you cheat. You know what I'm saying? You cheating on her. Like, we just need to buck at people. I'm just workshopping some ideas I think could help make society better. But yeah, like, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I love y'all. Bye.
Broke up with their boyfriends over the Megan Thee Stallion situation. Now that all the dudes are here, y'all do realize that was a joke, right? When women tell jokes, y'all lose mind. Do y'all see us coming over on y'all side of the internet? Y'all make rape jokes about each other and go back and forth about literal sexual assault? No, because we understand that while crude of a joke it is, y'all have y'all jokes, and we let that slide. It's not our side of the internet, and it's not
different.
really our business, right? So we're over on celebrity talk. Black women are on celebrity talk over a black situation, cheating, which is literally in the Bible for adultery, which you're not supposed to do.
But they're married.
And y'all and men are mad making think pieces about my videos talking about, oh, they're really leaving us. If you had a happy relationship with your girl and she really left you over this, I don't know what to say. That lady crazy. I don't know. Why were you dating crazy? Like, if somebody literally is that influenced by celebrity drama solely and y'all had a happy relationship, then y'all obviously shouldn't have been together. And it feels really annoying having to say this because it's like explaining a joke. I'm like, no, I don't want to explain the joke to an audience that the joke wasn't meant for. I wasn't talking to y'all at all. For like the talking stages, like if you had a talking stage that was toxic that you were going back and forth with, yes, break up with that dude because he's not gonna waste your time. And you can see the steps of somebody actively wasting your time. So yeah, don't that dude no more time. But happy actual relationships, no. There's people in my comments like, I'm married, y'all stay safe though. And I'm actively interacting and being positive with those men. But everybody's like, since they talk about cheating, everybody cheating on their man, they're joking. Y'all just don't like the joke. Y'all was making rape jokes every day. There are men that go around with meta glasses to go harass women every single day. Why do y'all think? Why is it when women make a joke, y'all are all of a sudden offended? Especially when we weren't telling the joke to a man. A woman tells a woman a joke, and y'all lose y'all ish on the internet. Go over there. I'm not taking no gender seriously when they were the ones that were having sex with animals and gave us all syphilis and chlamydia.
No. See what you're saying, what you want us to believe. We will never believe it. Why? Comedians have ran the culture for so long. You know why? Because everything they say, there's some truth to it. There's always truth in a joke. And that's why men are saying, oh, that's how you feel. Because it's not funny.
People use jokes to tell you what they want to say, but make it seem like they joking. When I say something, then I'm just kidding. No, they wasn't just kidding. Just kidding, give you a heads up, I'm just kidding. Just kidding don't come on the back end. Just kidding come on the front end. Both aware you're just kidding.
Right.
But then if you do it in front of people, it's personal to them.
Come on.
So always pay attention for the punchlines from your friends.
Hey.
Always pay attention to their punchline jokes. It's their way of ridiculing you without having the backlash of you talking about me as a friend. So it's their way to hide behind the hate. If you got 10 friends, 2 of them are your true friends. 4 of them are your fair weather friends. 4 secretly resent you.
Damn.
Especially now, if you're the leader of the pack, those numbers change. If you're the leader of the pack, you got 1 true friend. The other ones kiss your ass, pander to you, solicit for your attention and your affirmation or your validation. But then friends in the group, and you the leader of the pack. You real friend, you got 6 fair weather friends, and 3 secretly resent you.
Damn, the 3, weed them out.
There's no way. Jesus was the only that ever lived that got to pick his betrayer. He was the only person that ever lived that got, hey, nigga, you go betray me. And Peter's, nah, man, I ain't gonna never betray you, man. You nigga, we gonna go. Jesus is the only man that gets to pick who betray him. We don't get to pick our Judas. Yeah, we don't get to pick our Judas in life, nigga, because some people come into your life for a lifetime. People come into your life for a season, and they're there for a reason.
Oh, come on.
The ones that there for a reason and will not remain for the lifetime. They're stupid ass something.
What he broke down, she said she was joking. It's to teach us something. I mean, he said it. He knows what he's talking about. The man is not stupid, all right? Maybe you are, because that's not a joke. That's to teach us something.
This woman said 3 months after she was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, her husband left her for a woman that he met at the gym. Didn't even bother to tell her, just moved out while she was hospitalized. As if all of this wasn't already bad enough, she had to find this out via Facebook. Now, before you get mad, let me just let you know now that Big Karma did her big one. Y'all already know what time it is. Story time, let's go ahead and get into it. So she met him at a resort in Mexico in 2020. She was doing some solo traveling during COVID. They hit it off immediately. They spent every day together for the rest of the trip. Once they got home, they picked up right where they left off. They talked every day, video calls, texts, all that jazz. Within a month, they made it official, started that long distance relationship. She was on the West Coast, he was on the East Coast, but they made it work. Visited each other as much as they could. Now. She did pay for most of the trips, but in hindsight, she knows that was a mistake. So, let's just be kind. Let's be kind, please. But anyway, after a year of that, they decided that they wanted to live together, and so he moved across country to join her. And for a while, things were going great, and in 2024, they got married, small ceremony, close family and friends, and from her point of view, everything was perfect. Now, here's the thing. She made more money than him, significantly more. So she was covering most of the bills. So rent, utilities, groceries. He contributed where he could, but she was what we would call the breadwinner. And at the time, she didn't mind, she didn't even really think nothing of it, because she's like, you know what, we love each other, we're building a life together, and so, my money is his money is my money, we're a team. Then in 2025, her life flipped upside down. During a routine visit with her doctor, they found a lump. From there, they sent her to a specialist for further testing. Breast cancer is what it came back as, aggressive, stage 3. She was devastated. She started treatment immediately. She was exhausted all the time, sick, losing her hair, but she was fighting, and he was there, at least in the beginning. Then he started acting weird, distant. He'd go to the gym for hours, come home late, wouldn't really talk to her. At first, she was trying to give him grace, thinking that, maybe he was just struggling with the diagnosis. So she gave him space, especially because she did have so much support from her family. So she was like, you know what? She could take some of that tension, some of that pressure off of him, since she did have all that support. 3 or 4 months after her diagnosis, things got so bad, she had to be hospitalized, had to stay there for a few days. And when she got home, him and his stuff were gone. She tried calling him, texting him, nothing. He didn't block her number though. He just didn't answer. Now, he did block her on social media. And while she did find that suspicious, she was still trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. She convinced herself that maybe something was wrong, that maybe he was hurt or that he was in trouble. So she reached out to friends, to his family, asking if anyone had heard from him. And that's when one of his cousins sent her a screenshot of a Facebook post that he had made with a woman kissing, with a caption talking about how happy he was, how he had found his soulmate. Y'all, he posted that 2 days after he left. She was understandably in shock. This man she'd been with for years, who she'd married, who she'd supported, just left her while she was fighting cancer. Didn't even have the decency to tell her. Just moved out while she was in the hospital. She also found out through mutual friends that the woman that he was with was someone that he met at the gym. She was heartbroken, but she didn't have any time to fall apart. She had to focus on her health, on surviving. So that's what she did. She went through the rest of her treatment with the support of her family, filed for divorce, and focused on what she could control. Fast forward to February of this year, she got the news she was cancer-free. Now she could focus all her energy on rebuilding her life. A few weeks after that, she got some more news, which was very interesting. A friend of a friend told her that her ex now had cancer. Apparently, he found out right after Thanksgiving last year. And the woman that he left her for, she left him for his boss. So now he's going through treatment alone. And unlike her, he doesn't have the most supportive family. And beyond that, most of them are on the East Coast. Now, she's not saying that she would wish cancer on anyone, not even her worst enemy, but she can't help but feel like karma did bring itself around. Even after everything that he did to her, everything that he put her through, she still wishes him the best.
Everything happens for a reason. Everything comes back around in due season. I don't wish any bad or nobody as well. and you can't either, no matter what happens, no matter what someone does, you know, wish them well, but just keep them out your life and keep moving on. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching the video. Peace out. See you next time.